In this video I will tell you about top 10 things Desiree Hartsock and Chris Siegfried's relationship you didn't know about. If you like the video, subscribe my channel. Desiree Hartsock shocked the world when she gave her final rose to Chris Siegfried and accepted his proposal at the end of Season 9's Bachelorette, just days after being heartbroken over losing Brooks Forrester. Despite people's doubts, Desiree and Chris are the real deal and one of the few couples from Bachelor Nation who've actually made it. They officially tied the knot in 2015 and welcomed their first child a year later. In celebration of their happiness, here's a look at 10 things you probably didn't know about their relationship. At number 10. Any adjustments after moving in together. When a couple moves in together, it can be a huge adjustment. It's not unusual for there to be little kinks to work out or whatnot, but according to Hartsock it was a fairly smooth process for her and Chris. We actually work really well together at home, so there weren't too many surprises. Ironically, we can't think of something that drives us each nuts at home. I suppose Chris smells everything way more than a normal person, that can drive me nuts, or his tapping. She said with a laugh. And I would say my backseat driving drives Chris nuts. At number 9. Tied the knot. Bridal stylist, who now runs her own blog, Desiree Hartsock accepted mortgage broker Chris Siegfried's proposal in the season finale back in 2013 and moved in together into a home in Seattle shortly after the show ended. They got married in January 2015 in a church ceremony in Palos Verdes in California. The reception was held at Redondo Beach Historic Library with performances from singer Matt White. At number 8. Decorating their home. The style between two people doesn't always match up, but once again, it was a pretty flawless transition with these two. They seem to be perfect for one another. Since Chris and I do have similar taste, it's really easy to decorate. I would find furniture and see if he liked it, and we would piece it all together, said Hartsock. We make our place our home with personal pieces on the wall and the coziness of our furniture. We enjoy coming home. At number 7. Finding out they were pregnant. They found out they were pregnant while on a trip to Hawaii. I kind of knew, like, you know something, I think I'm pregnant. We were in Hawaii, when we went for our 1-year anniversary. That's when we took a test and found out, she said in an interview with Us Weekly. Siegfried began doting on his wife immediately after. I get her whatever she needs, he said. But Desiree admits that can sometimes be tricky. Each day is something new. Like one day I'm like, babe, I really need Italian. And then the next, it's Mexican, and the next it's dessert for dinner. He's just so supportive, and if I'm craving ice cream, he's like, okay, let's go get it. She said. At number 6. The secret to their relationship. The secret to making their relationship last is showing each other lots of affection. Chris knows how to surprise me with flowers or a simple note to make me feel special and thought of. That always makes me happy. She said in an interview with The Nest. According to Siegfried, Hartsock does the same by constantly reminding me how much she loves me, he said. At number 5. Memories from Asher's birth. They welcomed their first child, Asher Wrigley Siegfried, into the work on October 19, 2016, but it seems that mom and dad have different memories from when their baby Asher was born. It was unique and fun to watch when the baby came out, said Chris. To which Desiree chimed in with, fun to watch? Oh, man. In their interview with Us Weekly, Hartsock remembers giving birth as one of the most painful things you'll ever feel, but she was happy to have Chris there for support. At number 4. Their favorite way to spend time together. Like any other couple, Desiree and Chris have their own style when it comes to spending time together, and with such busy schedules they definitely have to make sure to pencil it in with date nights. We like to be outdoors when at all possible, even if that is taking a walk to get dessert or sitting outside on our patio. With our busy schedules we do plan date nights and think it's important, said Hartsock to the Nest. At number 3. Favorite way to entertain. Desiree and Chris like to spend their time with friends the same way they spend their time together alone, at home with some good food and wine. Of course, they have their own signature recipe to go along with it as well. We love having our friends over, and we'll usually make dinner or grab takeout. And catch up over some glasses of wine, said Hartsock. Just have some downtime after a long work day with friends. At number 2. Favorite thing about each other. In a joint interview with the Nest, both Chris and Desiree were asked what their favorite thing is about each other. Chris's ability to get along with everyone, and be so personable, said Hartsock, while Siegfried replied with, there are so many things, but off the top of my head, I love that she makes sure she gets a kiss before I leave for work every day. At number 1. Who's the better cook? There's usually one person in a relationship that is the better cook, and in their case it's Chris. Chris is definitely the better cook and enjoys to make dinner. Our favorite side dish to make and eat is a mozzarella, cucumber, basil, tomatoes and avocado salad. So good, said Desiree. For more interesting videos subscribe my channel.